We got a 2-barrel carburetor right now, folks. And that engine needs more than that.
Sure do.
All right, Tanner, so what are we doing today? Degrees, something like that. So it feels amazing out here today. We're coming back here to check on the old Trans Am. We got a little bit of a carburetor issue where none of the flaps are opening at all. We thought it was just the back 2 barrels. We're gonna come back here and see what's going on. I've already cut the insulation part. Danny and Angie showed up. See, I had to split it. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I saw your cutters. I didn't know you had them. That worked pretty good. Dang, those are nice. That cut holes with, see. That's what I bought it for, but it cuts that insulation good. Razor blade. I can split it like that, so it'll, yeah, that looks good. Made it look new in there. Hey there, Tanner. Hey. Let's see what we got. That ain't opening up. So that's not moving at all. It don't even look like it's hooked up to nothing. All this other stuff don't work right. Said your 4-barrel ain't gonna work right. See, I let the engine warm up, and this stays like that. It don't even. That's not good. That's the reason why you smell so much fuel. That thing used so much fuel coming back. It probably just about used everything I put in it. Especially when you crank it up and you just smell that rich burning fuel. You know what I'm saying with this car? You can crank this car up right now, and open this up, and the vehicle will shut off. But see, I don't know how you get this off out the way. That's riveted on. Huh? That's riveted on. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that, maybe it is supposed to be riveted on because it's vacuum. I don't know. I'll mess with it. I ain't never seen one like that before. Usually got screws on them. If you got to replace the electric choke, all you do is screw the screws out and replace it.
That one has electric choke, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got electric choke. You better have that, Brantley. She's up there at the house. Oh, okay. So, to have a choke working, we got to have it plugged in. With that, we don't know if this choke works or not still. So,
it could have been unplugged for
what we're going to do is we're going to turn the key on. We'll get the voltmeter, and we'll check for 12 volts, ignition volts to this with the ignition on. And we'll tweak the fast idle if we need to, but this should cause this carburetor to act right because this was actually laid right back up into here like this. Just happened to see it, so I know this goes to the choke. But we're gonna make sure it has 12 volts. I see it's got like some kind of inline fuse possibly in it, which might be blowed if we don't. But what we'll do is we'll check for 12 volts. Plug it in if we got 12 volts, tweak the fast idle while we got it cold, let it warm up, see if the choke opens. When the choke opens, there's actually a little pin right here that unlocks the back barrels. GM did that so you don't blow your engine up. So it knows that the engine is warm before the back barrels kick in. We'll see what we got to do with that. Let's see if we got 12 volts on that first. We got nothing, which is a good sign. We want it when the key turns on. Switch it on, right? Key turns on. Yep.
All right, we got 12 volts going to it when you kick it on. Slip this back on like it's supposed to be.
Top handle on
All right, we got it on there nice and tight now. Yeah, I guess we crank it up and
it. Have to let it warm up, see if it opens.
the only way to adjust a fast idle is to do it while it's cold. So mess with the fast idle a little bit if it sounds like it needs it. Hold up. Try it now. Funny, as soon as you kick that thing on, that choke went exactly where it needed to be. It kicked on. You see it idling down on its own?
I wonder why they didn't want the wire hook for. See that thing working.
Daggone, that thing's smart. We probably need to adjust the idle screws and stuff now. I guess there's a reason why they say Quadrajets is the closest thing to fuel injection when they're working correctly.
When they're working correctly.
I can always idle it back down.
That's right. They might have had it idled up for that reason. We'll see.
Exactly right.
There we go. That little pin right there in the middle of the screen is the 4-barrel lockout. Whenever the vehicle warms up, that little lock should come off. You can see it trying to come off now, and the engine wanting to shut down.
Huh.
Choke trying to come off. Starting to open up. Man, this thing took forever. It's slowly starting to open up. Warming up. Why did they do that?
That thing's got a good sound to it.
We could probably idle it down just a hair.
Yeah, that thing sounds good.
Dang. That joke ought to burn the tires off the back now that we got that thing.
If I was driving a really small car and I heard this noise, I'd get out of the way.
We need to shut it off, put the filter on it, crank it back up and see what it sounds like. Because that filter is going to starve it from air.
But here,
Gets in the way, the dadgum,
Gets in the way of the filter?
gets in the way of it.
We can fix that. I ain't allowing that thing to act like
That,
it's supposed to.
that it wasn't allowing it when I took it off. I said, "Oh, that ain't right."
So I'm gonna put it on here, figure out which way the bevel needs to go. I got a feeling they got that on there to keep it from rubbing this. Look back here. If you ain't got that on there, it's gonna rub that.
Yeah,
yeah.
the throttle cable.
So I'm gonna notch out for this.
Cut it down to that lip thing.
Well, if it works, it works.
Now we got our choke will not be obstructed. And that actually allows that thing to fit in there better, too. Let's try to get it around 500 or 600. Try that.
What do you think?
I love the smell of that 93 with a cam.
First thing Danny said today, we started going over, he said, I love the way that smells. He did. First, I love the way that smells.
You can tell the car's running right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
You notice the smell?
Yeah. You might want to just take it for a little short run.
Should have enough gas in it.
I hope so. Clean the fish down.
Like a dipstick.
Or a piece of hose.
Hold that open there.
Yeah. Trans Am's gonna have a tail.
It's wet.
Thank goodness Smokey and the Bandit only had 2 people. Nobody for the back. Daggone LED up there.
Vacuumed it out too. Top of the line.
Whoop!
They still ain't kicking in. Back 2 barrels on these carburetors are huge. We got a 2-barrel carburetor right now, folks.
That engine needs more than that.
Sure do.
It's a lot better than it was, so at least the choke is over.
So this thing here, look right here, that little pin.
Yep.
You see it?
Yep, right there.
Whenever I open this, that pin ought to move. Is it moving?
Yeah. No.
No. The shit moving over here.
Them things still feel like they locked. Them things should open, you know what I'm saying? There's something over there moving?
Yeah, the little, what's it called, moving. That little thing there, the little pin. You know.
Feel like they stuck. Oh. Open that time.
See, they didn't open it when we was driving.
Maybe it just stuck. So guys, we got the choke working like it's supposed to, and it seems that the lock is coming off for the back barrels now. It seemed like it was just stuck a little bit, so I put a screwdriver down in the back and freed them up. It seemed like they're working like it's supposed to now with the choke working. So I think we're good with that. Car sounds a heck of a lot better.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so before wrapping up this video, I wanted to touch on a few things that we did in this video that I didn't make exactly clear when we were doing it. Before you tune any carburetor on a car, you want to make sure that the base timing is on the money or pretty close, depending on how the engine reacts. The next thing you want to do, adjust your idle air mixture screws, depending on what carburetor it is. We didn't do that. Usually the car won't run that well whenever the idle air mixture screws are out. So we didn't do that. We knew this was probably related to a choke issue, and because the choke was unplugged and we didn't know why. The next thing you want to do is get your fast idle down. So your fast idle adjustment could be different on different carburetors. With the Quadrajet, it's on the left side underneath, kind of tucked away. And you want to do that while it's cold, because it's the only chance that you have to tune the fast idle adjustment. When the car warms up, it comes off the fast idle and you can't really adjust it. After you get your fast idle adjusted right, then you want to go back and do your regular idle adjustment. After you have your fast idle squared away and you know your choke's working properly, check to see if that little lock is coming off the back of the 4 barrels. on the Quadrajet. There's one thing that we have to do before we can take the car back on the road, because the mufflers are actually hanging way too low and they drag every time we take the car out. And then we can check to see if the 4 barrels are cutting in like they're supposed to after we did that one last adjustment. So I wanted to catch you guys up to speed with that, because I didn't exactly cover that, you know, in the video as clear as day. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and if you like the video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more, notification bell if you want to be notified anytime that I post, and we'll see you guys in the next one.